Good morning, friends. It's Deanne Williston from Our Blooming Catholic Life, and a viewer a couple weeks ago had asked us to cover the Rosary. Now, we've already talked about the Rosary a few times, but I don't think we could ever exhaust the topic. Anyway, I remembered this book that my sponsor in Secular Franciscan Order had given me for Christmas. Came highly recommended by her. It does have an imprintor and a nihil obstat. It's recommended by Bishop Barron, Scott Hahn, Jennifer Fulwiler, Edward Shree, Matthew Levering, So, big deal. And even Scott Hahn said he never thought he'd see a book that would unite Catholics and Protestants on the topic of Mary. So that's a high recommendation. So it's Jesus and the Jewish Roots of Mary, Unveiling the Mother of the Messiah by Brant Pitre. And so it's kind of a great look. It starts out where he was challenged when he was looking to get married. His wife was from a strong Baptist church, and they like to challenge him. And he couldn't answer the challenges on Mary. And then he went and read the Old Testament in a way he'd never read it before. And so he details that for you in here. I'm not going to ruin the book for you. It's pretty exciting stuff. I also did some research. Somebody else had suggested, I found this on WordPress, and I'd heard of the Jericho prayer before. I don't know if you've heard of the Jericho prayer. So it's like the 6 days of praying going around and around Jericho, and the seventh day is celebration, right? And so she recommends, I think she says her husband came up with this prayer, that you pray one rosary per day per 6 days, and then you're going to pray something different. Her husband came up with something he called the creation mysteries of the rosary. So creation of man, fall of man, the flood, priesthood of Melchizedek, sacrifice of Isaac. And then you're going to pray the rosary using the Exodus mysteries, the burning bush, the plagues, the Passover, the giving of the law, and the manna in the desert. And then you're going to do the kingdom mysteries, kingship of David, building of the temple, the prophets, the exile, and return from exile. And then do your joyful, luminous, sorrowful, and glorious mysteries. And I thought that that was definitely interesting, but not quite what I was looking for this little talk today. And it is just a little talk. I just wanted to give you some stuff to reflect on yourself and to get out and get that book. So this one, how about mysteries that prefigure the coming of the Blessed Virgin Mary? And this came up in a conversation in a forum in CatholicAnswers.com. I really liked this one, and I think it really speaks to the book, is why I'm bringing it up. So when you read the book, keep this list in mind. I found this interesting. So add these mysteries, perhaps. The person of Eve, the persons of Sarah, Rebecca, and Rachel. For 3, the queen mothers of the kings of Judah. For 4, Ruth, Esther, and Judith. And for 5, the virgin who is to conceive a child and name him Emmanuel. I thought that those were really interesting. I'm totally not advocating that we need more mysteries of the Rosary, but I would keep those in mind when reading this book. I think that those are some pretty good ones. And we could totally add a whole nother set from the book of Revelation, I think. But yeah, I thought that was a really beautiful idea. So I want you to keep those in mind, either when you're reading the Old Testament, or when you're reading this book. And yeah, when you're reading the New Testament, keep the Old Testament in mind. And that would be the list to look for. Like, how is Mary like each of those people or examples in the Old Testament? And so that's the thought I wanted to leave you with today. I thought we've been doing a lot of really hardcore work here. So I'm going to do a new format. I'm going to try and give you something small and lighter on Mondays. On Tuesday, I'll try and do a planning video. Wednesday, we're going to go more in depth in our topic. So look for this topic more in depth on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to try and have a video with my reluctant husband or my friend Diane. I'm going to flip-flop them between Thursday and Saturday, the two of them. And then Friday, we're going to wrap up our topic for the week. So I hope you like the new format. I hope that's going to work for you. I just had a lot of people saying, like, yeah, I'm doing Exodus 90, and then you've got all these new great ideas, and I wanted to really look into them, and I just don't have the time. So I think this new format's going to work. Again, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and watch another video. And putting stuff in the comments, yeah, that's going to let YouTube know this is a good video, and then they're going to share it, so you don't even have to do all the hard work anymore. Anyway, friends, pray for me. I'm praying for you. God bless.